The point of all this sharing is to say that I was coming over really long periods of time to understand something that Jon Kabat-Zinn teaches. He says this, American Buddhist teacher Jon Kabat-Zinn. Healing is coming to terms with what is. Healing is coming to terms with what is. That's how Master Zen, as I like to call him, he's super secular, he would never call himself that. But I like to call him Master Zen. That's how he defines healing. And so that's how I define practice. Because practice is just healing. Practice is just healing. If there really is no cosmos and no me, then the best way that I can heal the cosmos is by healing this meat suit, by healing Dave Kenneally, by taking good care of him, by loving him, by being his best friend, accepting him. And so anything that helps me do that, anything that helps me face what is, anything that helps me heal, that's the practice. And it's been my experience over these decades of toying around with a bunch of different modes and methods, is that this one works really well. Getting together as a community and practicing a life of love and understanding. Mindfulness. Paying attention with love. That works. Not that it makes all of the suffering, the dukkha, the dissatisfaction of the First Noble Truth, it doesn't make it all go away. It makes some of it go away. But what it does then with what remains, with the pain that remains, is it teaches you how to embrace it. And how to exist in a relationship with it that's very eye to eye. Not so much of this. And counterintuitively, this is way less painful. It's way less painful. There's a lot more power and solidity and actual capacity in this relationship, in a face-to-face relationship with all that pain, with the pain that remains. Because some of it remains. And so what we're really practicing to do is to look directly at what's happening now and then slightly disidentify with it. And there's a lot of ways to explain that concept, but I just learned a new one. So imagine right now if somebody handed you a ring and said, "Oh, it's a miracle. Somehow we found your grandmother's wedding ring. We thought it was lost. Here it is." And they handed it to you. Right? And if you weren't close with your grandmother, put somebody else there who's passed away and you were really close with in their place in this story. Now think about how it feels to hold that ring. Right? Think about all of the history, all of the emotion. Think about how good it feels just to hold something that was held by your beloved, that touched your beloved's hand. Right? Now imagine that same person says, "Oops, sorry, that's a mistake. That's actually just a replica. That's just the same materials, the same construction, the same quality of diamonds, but your grandmother never held that ring. The person you love never held that. It's just an exact duplicate." Right? It's still there, right? It's still in your hand. That ring is just as real. It has not disappeared or gone away or become a phantom. But its essence is gone now. You don't have any of those feelings about it. You don't have any of that relationship with it. It's just there. It's just some random ring somebody handed you. Right? The ring is the dukkha. The ring is the dissatisfaction. The ring is the pain. We practice not so that it disappears in a puff of smoke. We practice to drain it of some of that painful essence, of that story, of that identification. Right? To turn it more into something we can just observe, still just as real, but way lighter, spiritually lighter. Not even the same amount of carrots, but spiritually lighter on the heart.